Dr. Gottlieb, how concerned are you that the president, as this election count continues on, and whether we get an answer about a count sooner or later, that the president decides to fire or otherwise push out Dr. Fauci in terms of the credibility of where we are in the government during this period?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to fire Dr. Fauci. First of all, he has civil service protections. I don't think anyone's going to go there. What I would like to see, regardless of the outcome of the election, is the coronavirus task force and the vice president get more engaged in trying to coordinate national policy. And I think there's an opportunity to do that, win or lose. I think if the administration does lose the election, I think the vice president could get more engaged in trying to lead a national strategy around coronavirus mitigation now that the election's over. I do think that there's an opportunity to do that. It's not too late. They're going to be, if they do lose, they're going to be handing over power against the backdrop of really a raging epidemic. I mean, we're going to be hitting the peak of this epidemic as the inauguration happens, and that's not going to be a good backdrop, win or lose, to be, having a change in administration or for this administration to be getting re-inaugurated.
But can you imagine this administration during a transition of power, if you will, if there is a peaceful transition, and we would hope there would be if that's the case, would be actively and aggressively dealing with COVID in a way that they haven't thus far before?
Well, look, the vice president's head of the task force. I think he has a real opportunity to try to lead a more aggressive effort right now. There's 2 months to go. He can start pulling in some advisors around the government, maybe from outside the government, who can try to lead a more coordinated strategy. I think there's a real opportunity. Their legacies are going to turn on what they do right now. And again, if the backdrop of the changeover in power is a national crisis of really significant proportion, because this is going to get worse before it gets better, and it could get significantly worse, I don't think that anyone wants to be handing over power against that backdrop. So I would hope they would get more engaged around national strategy here.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.